external rotation I will do. So hand in this position, show the patient, John, I want your hand in this position. Good. Now, yeah, put it like this. And now this thumb, I put on the back of the glenohumeral joint. So now I push with the thumb, at the same time I do the external rotation. So when I do this movement, see, I push, at the same time I pull it back. I am producing an anterior dislocation of the shoulder, and I should look at the patient's face. I should try to look at the patient's face, and the patient will get anxious because he knows the shoulder joint is going to get dislocated. He will show the anxious look or apprehended look. That's the positive test.
So you said
Okay.
you're going to change the arms. What was
Yes.
that?
So this is for the left side. So I push with the right hand,
Okay.
and this is the right side.
So you push
I
with the
push
left.
with the left hand, and the other side. So apprehension. Apply scratch. Apply scratch test. Again, it has got various modification. Simplest one for MC, I think, is this rapid assessment of shoulder movements and range of movement. So we ask the patient, can you check like this? Can you scratch your other shoulder? Okay. And how about with the above and try to reach? So now, could you please turn towards them? So at least the patient crossed the midline. It's good. Now how about you do it underarm? Yep, like this. Try to scratch.
Going from your back.
Yes. Try to scratch the shoulder. Okay, at least he crossed the midline. It's good. Because if the patient has got frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis, the range of movement is compromised. At least scratch test is gonna be positive. So patient will be like, after this it is adhesive, I cannot reach, and I cannot reach. They do modification further, don't go for those. Let's say they do, ask the patient to scratch this shoulder and ask the patient to scratch the other shoulder, and now they check the difference in between two hands and measure the difference. They're modified, but don't go simple this apply scratch test, 3 steps. Scratch here, patient crosses midline, scratch the one, crosses midline, range of movement is good. You will get positive in frozen shoulder. Okay? Now, upper limb neurology, motor, sensory.
So,
we know that.
just a second.
Yes.
If it's supraspinatus tendon injury or rupture, painful arc and would be positive, drop test would be positive, and MT can would be positive, right? If
Yes.
it's adhesive capsulitis, then
Adhesive
patient won't be able to
capsulitis.
do apply scratch.
Apply scratch test gonna be positive, and let's say you are doing painful arc, empty can, drop arm. These areas, patient will give you lower ranges of movement.
In adhesive.
Yeah, adhesive. But apply scratch gonna confirm that you got adhesive capsulitis.
And what's the near side?
Near side, coming impingement.
Okay.
So is it impingement? Supraspinatus get impinged under the AC joint, impinged. We ask the patient, we passively elevate. So see, when I'm elevating, the supraspinatus works, and wherever the muscle works, the bulks get increased because I'm tauting the muscle, I'm contracting the muscle, and if there is an impingement, it will get painful for the patient. So what I tell, which shoulder was painful? This one. Okay, I go with this one. So we ask the patient, could you please do this movement? So ask the patient to do this. Yep. And now I elevate for the patient up to 180 degrees full, and I see whether the patient gets pain here. So that's an impingement. Near sign. You have this one?
No, I'm right.
Yeah, try at home, huh? WWE. Don't try it at home. Okay. This